Well, good morning, my darlings. An exceptionally glamorous location to start today's vlog. We are in the petrol station at Oxford Services. We had a very bright and early start this morning. We left home just before 7 AM in a bid to miss the London commuter rush hour. Will we, in fact, miss the commuter rush hour? Who knows? Basically, Charlie and I have got a really wonderful couple of nights planned for Valentine's Day at Babington House. We're all packed up, got suitcases in the back. We have kissed the dogs goodbye for a couple of days, and don't worry, they are getting looked after. We've not just like left them to have house parties while we're away. And before we do that though, Babington House is, I think, technically in the Cotswolds, but really far down south, and it still takes us a good 2.5 hours to drive there. However, we have got a really fun project in London this morning with Charlotte Tilbury, which means that we have to be in Piccadilly Circus at 11:10 on the dot. All will be revealed very, very soon. So we are road tripping into central London, hoping that the Fashion Week car park, if you've ever been to, or if you've seen London Fashion Week over the last couple of years, it was a heartbreaking day when the British Fashion Council announced that London Fashion Week would no longer be in the gorgeous, spectacular, beautiful location of Somerset House, and instead it was moving to a car park. Yes. It's not even a joke. Fashion Week is now in a car park. Since then, for me, it really lost its magic. It might even be Fashion Week right now. I don't even know. I don't know. It's not my thing anymore. It's just lost its shine for me personally, and I'm just done with that. Anyway, we're going to park, hopefully. Oh my gosh, I hope it's not Fashion Week because I want to park in that car park. I did not think that through. If not, Charlie's just going to be doing loops around Piccadilly Circus while we capture the contents. So yes, I haven't done my makeup yet. I slept in heatless curls and I haven't brushed them out yet. Don't worry, we won't be looking this crazy for too long. But I thought I would pop in my Elemis brightening under eye patches, and I think we've got 2 hours left to get to London. So they've got plenty of time to work their magic. My skin is smothered in Charlotte Tilbury's magic cream. I actually woke up this morning and my skin felt quite dehydrated. I don't know why, but there we go. Oops. I can't tell if I've put those in the right place. But never mind, these Elemis under eye patches for me are the ones that give the best results. They really like perk up a tired complexion, and then in half an hour or so I will start to put on some makeup before we get into central London. So that's the plan, a little bit of shooting for Charlotte Tilbury at Piccadilly Circus. I will show you why when we get there. It's very, very exciting. And then we are onwards to Babington House. Okay darlings, looking a little bit more presentable than the last time I saw you. We made it into central London. The Fashion Week car park was full, not of models and runway collections, but full of cars. So I did try and book it. Alas, it did not work. So we were just driving around Soho thinking, what on earth are we going to do? And luckily there are actually parking spaces just on the street, which I was not expecting. So we've managed to park up opposite an Elan cafe. Charlie's running in to get some coffee, and then we are going to get shooting it down at Piccadilly Circus. Okay, Charlie's just got back in the car with his coffee and he's had a very eventful morning. What just happened, darling?
Well, obviously I went and bought a coffee because I needed to use the bathroom in Elan Cafe. There's 3 ladies that work there, very friendly. It's completely dead in there, very bright. So I commented on the pink decor and brightness, ordered a coffee, and then I can't recite it exactly, but I'm not sure quite how it happened, but I got asked for my phone number.
You got flirted
Obviously
with.
Didn't give my phone number.
Oh right, good, jolly good.
Do
you feel young and handsome again, darling?
Actually, they were all probably younger than me, so yeah. definitely.
Woo!
But only marginally. But yes, it is extremely bright in there. Like
Bright?
you go in, oh my god, it's like an arcade in there.
Wow.
They've got video games in there.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well enjoy your coffee, darling. Okay, so we have made it to Piccadilly Circus. It is a beautiful, bright and fresh morning.
Lovely weather.
Your first time in London this year, is it, darling?
Mad, my first time in London this year. Feeling like a fish out of water. I love London, but I do feel a lot more like, wow, it's hectic. Although it's quite quiet this morning, isn't it?
It's fairly calm, fairly peaceful. So we are here slap bang in the middle of Piccadilly Circus at 10 past the hour every hour. Charlotte Tilbury are taking over the entire of the big stage advertising screen with a 3D advert, which is very, very cool. So we're actually meeting a videographer here and we're capturing a YouTube short for Charlotte Tilbury, which is very exciting. And it's 8 minutes past the hour now, so let's wait and see how it looks. And this could be super close up to actually comes out. Okay, and now I'm going to put some on my face. Behind the scenes, so we are just reviewing the footage. We have got the most magical lighting. I don't know if you'll be able to see any of that. If we've got the edit back, I will pop it on the screen here, but Claudia is capturing the perfect backlight. Look at this, and Charlie's walking around with us as though we've got our very own security. Oh, this is gorgeous. This is absolutely gorgeous. Next stop, Buckingham Palace. Well, it's been a super productive morning. Not only did we shoot what we needed to shoot for Charlotte Tilbury, but we also just shot a hilarious TikTok. And huge shout out to fabulous Claudia, because this is our first ever shoot together. And I just love that you are like the hype woman behind the camera. What were you saying? You were like, this is, what did you say? Oh, this is a vibe. This is a vibe. I love it.
Very nice vibe and connection and similar taste, so love it. We had such a good feeling day, yeah.
So good. We smashed it. Thank you, Claudia.
Thank
for
you so much,
epic
Josie.
first shoot.
Trust me, yeah. It's fine.
So good. All right. Now to edit.
Now to edit, yeah.
Made it to Babington House. We were just saying on the drive down here, I think it must have been maybe 6 or even 7 years ago that I last came here. I've only been here once before, and it was actually an overnight stay with Nina Ricci, a fragrance brand, and I stayed in the main house. Tonight and tomorrow night, Charlie has booked us into one of the garden rooms, which is so gorgeous. We are in, I think it's just the most amazing spot. We have got the fields right next door. In front of us that way, our back door leads to the kitchen gardens, which I will show you around a little bit later. And it's kind of like a 3-leveled room. I'll give you a little tour. This is our very cozy living space. You've got some exposed brick on the side there. Of course, a charnwood stove and a reclaimed wood table, television, which we definitely won't be watching, and then this really sweet little bar area, so all the tea and coffee is complimentary. Normally there's cookies as well. Let's have a look. Treats. Yes, cookies. Wonderful. And then you've got this little bar area. I'm excited to have a whatchamacallit, Eastern Standard later. And then what else do we have? It's gorgeous, isn't it? Little treats in here. Very nice. This reminds me of when I showed you what was in the room at Nashville, Tennessee. That was the last time we stayed in a Soho house, darling. Nashville.
Yeah. So we stayed in 2 last year, didn't we? Barcelona and now. Oh no, 3.
Oh, yeah.
Little House. Sorry, Little Beach House.
Little Beach House, yes. Oh,
Yeah.
they look really nice, Christmas.
This is already my favourite.
Oh, that's good.
I just
Nothing
love
in
the
there.
decor. I think, do you know what? So looking at the decor in this room, there are so many things I love. Have you mentioned the charmwood?
I have. It was the first
Charmwood.
thing that I mentioned.
This is the exact charmwood that we are going to have in
Secret project that everyone knows about.
It's been going on for forever.
Yeah.
And that's actually one of the hold-ups. In this room, I absolutely love this sofa.
It's
Bet
huge,
George
isn't
Smith.
it? Is it George Smith?
I don't know, I bet you
It could be, yeah.
But you know, what's the one thing in this room that doesn't quite work, do you think?
That armchair?
No. I think the coffee table.
Really? I think they need a mirror up there, but let me continue. It is, but they always clash the bits and bobs, don't they? Yeah, that's very cool. I'm going to show you guys the kitchen garden in a second. I'm not going to talk out there though because there are neighbours next door and obviously filming is not encouraged, but I'm just going to go out here silently, yeah, and show you the bathtub and the kitchen garden. We can go for a proper tour around the kitchen garden later, but for now you go up these little stairs. And it's a funny layout because this is actually where you come in through that door there. So you actually enter the garden rooms straight into the bathroom, which is very funny. And it's actually a really nice little setup here. This has been my outfit of the day. I wanted something quite smart and lovely to shoot the bits of Charlotte Tilbury this morning. We already got some edits back from Claudia and she's done such a wonderful job. So I'm in a fantastic mood because of that. Double sink area. And then of course you get, and by the way, this is not a press strip, but I'm just going to show you around anyway. You've got all of a Charlie Irons trip. This is the Soho Skin skincare, and this is a really small silly thing, but I just love these little mini deodorants. And obviously you can take all of that home with you. Second bathtub of the cottage in here, and a wonderful steam shower. So you can sit down and set this to steam mode. I think I will do that later. I haven't even been up here yet. Of course, the dressing gowns. And third level. This is adorable.
How do you even create a mezzanine?
Don't you remember in my old house, I had a mezzanine in my bedroom?
You did.
It wasn't quite like this. Yeah. Well, it doubles the space. So this would have just been like a really high ceilinged room, but you've got a super king size bed, gorgeous against the stone wall. Should we pop our wellies on, darling, and go for a little bit of a walk?
Let's have a very quick unpack.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Is there a wardrobe? Oh, they've already put our stuff in.
Well, what do you think? Actually, given it's 4 o'clock, let's go straight out for a walk now.
I need 5 minutes to put some leggings on.
Yeah.
Are the case? Do you mind bringing my pink case up here, darling?
Yeah.
Cheers, mate. Okay, straight into my comfy clothing. I have popped on my Beaufort and Blake favourite little sheep jumper, the one which I had the drama because I thought I'd lost it, and it was in Charlie's VIP washing basket with all of your cashmeres, darling.
Why should we explain to everyone?
I did tell them.
Basket? It's my passive-aggressive way because Josie has shrunk and ruined about £1,000 worth of knitwear of mine over the last 2 years.
Scandalous. That is actually scandalous. And then, of course, my Amazon leggings and my booties. So, our room is literally on the very edge. Our neighbours are some little sheepies. Where are they? Can you see them over there? Oh, this is so gorgeous. And then through here, should we have a look at the kitchen garden?
Yeah, let's do it. Is it through this way?
Yeah. This room is such a great location. And apparently, if you get married here, you can have a table in the middle. Obviously, it's a bit bleak and empty right now. I think there might even be a greenhouse over there.
Right.
It's quite nice exploring in the golden hour. Don't know what they're trying to achieve here. Maybe it's... I bet it's wildflower seed in here, darling.
I don't know.
Do you not think?
No, I don't think so.
No? Why else would they have made a funky pattern? bet it is. And I bet this is where they're going to have their pumpkin patch.
I don't reckon they'll grow pumpkins.
For such a ginormous walled garden, that is the tiniest greenhouse. Yeah, this place is ripe for a heart botanic.
This walled garden is spectacular.
Yeah, I wonder if that's going to be covered in sweet peas. Obviously it's too cold to plant anything out at the moment. Yeah, not too much going on in that little greenhouse. Beautiful. We just caught the last of today's sunshine. I think these are some more of the garden rooms, and then on the left is the gym and a little coffee shop. Okay, a little fun fact that we just found out. I don't want to go too close because someone's probably staying in here, but this here at Babington was actually the prototype for the log cabins that you find at Soho Farmhouse. And the customer feedback was that it needed to be a bit bigger, so the farmhouse ones are a bit bigger. But here we go. We've got a lovely big lake. I just said to Charlie, I wonder if you can do a wild swim here. Oh my gosh, I thought those squirrels were statues.
Yeah.
Can you see them?
Yeah, but good fun, aren't they?
Yeah, it's going to be beautiful here when all the daffodils come into bloom. For now it's just the snowdrops that are blooming. There's a little walkway down here.
Yeah.
Let's go and check it out. A little bit of local wildlife.
I would like ducks on our pond. Right, the more I see them.
Good day.
Aren't they awesome?
We found a bush which is very fragrant. It smells like jasmine, doesn't it?
That's amazing. I think it is.
And it looks like the first thing that Mr. Bumblebee has found for the year. His first pollen of 2023. And this is a rather lovely...
Fragrant sweet box.
Sweet box?
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
I like that.
Interesting.
Cobbles like ours.
Oh, how magical, this gorgeous low winter sunshine. Beautiful. They do free afternoon tea here, so I have got a carrot cake and Charlie's got a cookie. It looks amazing. We decided to just stay here and have a fairly early dinner. I've got a nice garden squash and a herb dukkha, and of course the obligatory Eastern Standard. Charlie's got a roasted aubergine for his main. Ooh. And sweet potato, and I've got a cavolo nero tagliatelle. Yummy. Well, it's 7:05 and we are back in our room, so we are going to be having a ridiculously early night, which I'm not going to lie is a dream come true for me. There is nothing I love more than an early night. We have got sheet masks and I've got my favourite silk pyjamas. I think Charlie's going to run a bath and then we're going to watch a film. It is the perfect cozy evening, but food was amazing. Definitely a humongous step up from Soho Farmhouse food. I think they are a little bit more known for their food here. It was proper, almost fine dining level, really, really tasty. So we are very, very happy bunnies. And darlings, I'll bid you good night and see you in the morning. Good morning, my darlings. Today is Valentine's Day. We have got the most glorious, perfect blue sky day again today. We're in the car, but don't worry, we're not leaving. We're not doing a piglet run. We are planning on staying another night at Babington House. Food last night, as I said, was incredible. We woke up bright and early this morning and had a coffee in bed. Charlie opened the blinds and the view from the bed was, or is, the raised beds, so it feels very fitting that that is the room that we have. Did a 20-minute Peloton in the gym here. The gym here is teeny tiny, but luckily it wasn't too busy, and then we had a nice breakfast, and now we are heading out to explore the local area. So we are down in Somerset. You have to say it with a bit of a farmer accent, and we're going to go and check out the local village of Frome. Looks like Frome, but it is in fact Frome. And we have realised that the mulberry factory shop called the Rookery, which is mulberry bags with a little bit of a problem with them, or maybe they haven't sold, or maybe they're a bit of a tester. Bearing in mind I used to work for Mulberry and have never been to the Rookery factory shop, and we're only 15 minutes away. We are going to go and have a little look at that as well. So yes, a morning of exploring. cute little cobbled street called Catherine Hill that we were recommended to come and check out. There's a few lovely little shops down here. Very cool.
It's like a lumberjack shop.
Lumberjack. Wouldn't be out of place in Nashville. Here, a rug. Such a lovely higgledy-piggledy old street, isn't it?
Version.
Matchy matchy. Well, how cute is this? Here we have got the Valentine gas lamp, and they do a ceremonial lighting this evening at 6 p.m. Mulled wine and fruit gifts for children. Very wholesome.
Yeah.
This is what I love about English villages. There's always something quirky going on. It is a rather...
all the lampposts in London,
yeah,
really old ones, all used to be gas.
Gas.
And there are still a few gas ones in London, but they have to obviously be lit. Every time they're lit, they need to be physically.
Do you think this does too?
Yeah, this is a gas lamp, so someone will physically have to be here and light it.
And someone has hand painted the lamppost.
I mean, this is beautiful as well.
Yeah. GR. What's GR?
George Regina.
Wowza.
So King George. So that would probably be the Queen's father.
Look, down here. It is actually the Valentine lamp. How funny that we happen to be here on Valentine's Day. Valentine lamp 1993. Cute.
It's spectacular.
It's adorable. And look at this beautiful house up here. Stunning.
Shipton, I don't know what that is now. You got Honington, Tyso.
There is a cafe here in an old chapel. Let's go and check it out.
This is cool.
Ooh, nice. Oh no. Is that a pizza oven? Wow, Char, look at that oven. We found our kind of place. Jam donut. I'll have a chai latte and a jam donut. Right, mate. Well, this looks rather scrumptious. Fresh jam donut and a chai latte. This place is amazing. It's an old chapel. Such a beautiful restaurant area, and the food looks amazing. Well, what a sweet little town Bruton is. Not too much going on here, but the food at the chapel place looks rather lovely. And now we've got a bit of a soggy route back to the car, stepping over the stepping stones. You going to go first, darling?
I'll go first.
Come on then. Gosh, it's a little bit dodgy.
This is actually quite good. I don't know if you want to be doing this.
No? Should we go the proper way round?
I think so. It's very muddy out there.
Okay, let's go the other way. Gorgeous. So this is a very sweet little shopping area in a village called Shepton Mallet. Apparently mulberries around here somewhere. Not a good sign though. Most of these shops are shut. Oh dear. Well, we found it, and it is in this rather gorgeous building. It's called the Old School House. Let's go and check it out. Oh my gosh, I've got this purse. That's one of the first things that I bought for myself from Mulberry. Cute, got lots of classic bits. Lovely. Yeah, gosh, I was not expecting the factory outlet shop to be quite so beautiful. Got a huge selection in here, everything from phone cases to jewellery, loads of bags from old collections. And the building is just stunning. Look at this. They have got some really beautiful classic bits here. This would be a great place to come and get some Christmas gifts. I imagine they're very busy at that time of year. Price-wise, I would say it's kind of on par with a Bicester Village, but a better selection. The only thing I don't think they've got is clothing and sunglasses. But I'm surprised to see lots of classic colours. We have made it back to our lovely room here at Babington, and we've got, oops, fling my phone on the floor. We have got just over an hour until we have got spa treatments. So, seeing as it is still such a glorious day, by the way, opinions on Mulberry Factory Shop. Selection was very good, lots of classic pieces as well. Prices were okay. I feel like when I used to work at Mulberry, we're talking 10 years ago, I think it probably was more of a proper kind of factory outlet style store, whereas now it just felt a little bit like a Bicester Village, not really factory outlet pieces, but still worth a visit if you are nearby. You can probably hear the kettle boiling, so I apologise if that's a bit of a distraction. But yes, I'm gonna run the outside bath. It's actually a hot tub, how glorious, and there's a little bookshelf up here, and I just spotted this in the bookcase, everyday gardening, so I'm going to take this out and have a little perusal while I'm in the bath. How lovely. Glorious experience. I'd like to tell you that I had a very wholesome soak and read Gardener's World, but I spent the whole time just watching TikToks, but very, very relaxing. We're now heading to the spa, which, fun fact, because Babington House was the first other house after Soho House Greek Street, the spa here is in the Cowshed, and that is where the Cowshed brand came from. So this is the home of Cowshed. So I think we're booked in for hour-long treatments, which we are very much looking forward to. I'm just gonna head over there in my robe because there's no point in putting clothes on just to take them off again. Did someone say the perfect Valentine's Day cozy night in? Charlie and I decided that we would have room service. We've lit the fire. I've just had a glorious shower and we have got some delicious food. Oh my goodness. We've literally ordered all the dream dishes. I've got a dirty burger with chips, a macaroni cheese, truffle pizza.
You ordered 2 pizzas. I can't believe that.
You ordered 2 pizzas, you porcupine. And a margarita pizza. Oh my gosh, this is quite sensational. So we're gonna have another early night, watch a film. Oh yes, what's a dream evening. My darlings, coming to you looking a little bit, coming to you looking a little bit like a friendly Casper ghost this morning. We had a delicious dinner last night here in the room. Yeah, it was great. The burgers here, I forgot how good they are actually. Really, really tasty. So it is the next morning now and I slept with my heatless curls in. So hopefully we'll have some nice waves for the rest of the day. I think we are going to drive home via Bath because it's kind of on our way home and it's a really beautiful place, so that is the plan. Thought I'd do a little bit of morning skincare with you, and I'm going to be using my Beauty Pie Cryo Sticks, which I have been using only for like about a week, but I'm trying loads of different facial massage techniques, and this is a really enjoyable part of my morning routine. So I've just popped a little bit of the Elemis Pro Collagen Marine Moisture Essence on my skin. It just feels really lovely, and I feel like it makes the rest of my skincare work really well. You can actually get a little set on Beauty Pie. These are the Cryo Sticks. They've got a lovely little pink rubber base. You can keep them outside or in your freezer. They're good for drainage, depuffing and decongesting the skin. And the little set from Beauty Pie, and I'll leave it linked down below, but as a reminder, this is not sponsored, but if you sign up to the membership and use code JOSIE-SENT-ME, then you'll get £10 excuse me, off your membership. So the little set comes with the Japan Fusion Lift Serum. So I take pretty much a full pipette because you do want to create a little bit of slip. And take it down your neck as well. I would say if you're traveling, this is going to be an amazing way of depuffing if you're a little bit tired, but also if you just want to create a little bit more definition in your face. Now, I'm not an expert on the actual technique, so I like to watch a YouTube video. This girl is called Ava Lee, and she's got a really nice video, so I'm just going to watch this and copy her massage technique. Rather lovely, and I feel like it's just giving me a little bit of a rosy glow to my complexion. I'm going to pop on some of my Elemis Rose Pro Collagen Moisturizer, and then I'll leave that to sink in for about 15 minutes while I pack up, and then I'm going to pop some makeup on, release the curls. The one thing in this hotel room is they don't have a well-lit mirror anywhere, so I actually bought my little handheld mirror, which has been very, very helpful because I've got it propped up against the patio doors here, which is a good lighting for doing makeup. Oh, this smells absolutely gorgeous. Still got my Elements discount code as well, which I think is 25% off if you want to treat yourself to anything from them, including this gorgeous moisturizer. Ooh. This is the mirror that I bought with me. It does normally have battery and it can illuminate, but I haven't remembered to charge it. That would have been even more useful, but definitely recommend this because it's nice and flat. Good for traveling if you need good daylight, which hotel rooms often don't think about when it comes to doing makeup. Right, I'm gonna let this sink in for 10 minutes, whiz around, get dressed, do some packing, and then pop some makeup on for the day. Okay, so it turns out that sleeping in heatless curls when my hair is quite damp leaves very tight curls, so I have woken up with quite the ringlet. Wow, this is super bright. Don't know if that did anything. So I've got this comb with me. It's from a brand called Palomino. I actually have no idea how I came to have this comb in my possession, but it's really great for brushing out heatless curls. Someone actually commented on my YouTube short of undoing the heatless curls that I shouldn't comb them straight away. These have been sat now for like 5 minutes. They said I should use my fingers, tip my head upside down, so I'm going to try that first. Oh my gosh, I look like Jane Fonda. I think we're gonna have to comb them just to make them a bit smaller and less wild. Wow. Oh my gosh. I think this is the biggest they've ever been. Wowza. My hair was quite damp when I did wind it up, so that might be why. Goodness gracious. Okay, looks like I'm having a very curly hair day today. This is a multitasking heat protection styling mist from Sam McKnight. Just going to spritz a little bit of that in. Ooh, it smells very... Oof. They're so curly, they're hitting me in the face. Right, we're going to head to breakfast, and then by the time we get back, hopefully they will have dropped a little bit, because this is quite crazy. So let's go and have some breakfast, and then we are heading out to explore Bath. Oh, and today's fragrance, Erin, a little bit of amber musk. Lovely. So I did brush them out a little bit more. We're looking a bit more relaxed now. And then I just wanted to quickly show you this lovely coat I've been wearing throughout our time here. It's from Reese, and it's essentially kind of like a normal wrap coat, but then it's got the addition of like a built-in scarf, which is a really nice detail, just adds a little bit more interest to the front. And I've been carrying my YSL bag because as soon as spring arrives, I feel like this one's going to be going into storage until next winter, so making the most of it. So we have made it into central Bath, and it is safe to say it is buzzing. It's so busy, my goodness. I think this is the main shopping street. This is Union Street. Came here with Freddie probably this time last year, and it was an equally beautiful day. Bath and sunshine. Perfect. But first, coffee. Okay, so we made it into Bath, and it's quite fun just playing tourists in our own home country. So, darling, where are we heading for? Are we just going to have a little mooch around?
We're going to have a little explore. It's a lovely day. Today we're just going to mooch around, aren't we?
Yes.
I think we want to come back to Bath, maybe even overnight, to do a full explore. Today's just a couple of hours because we've got to get back from work.
And the dogs.
And the dogs.
Yes.
So we're just going to have a little walk around. It's very busy because it's half term, but it's quite
busy.
nice seeing it this busy. I mean, London.
You don't often see high streets this busy, do you?
And when we were in London, it was the opposite. It was kind of eerily quiet the other day, so that was a bit strange.
It was very early on a Monday morning though.
You'd almost rather it be busy like this with a real atmosphere.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's do it.
Let's go. This is a place called the Pump Room. It's a rather fabulous restaurant in the old Roman Bath building. The cathedral, looking amazing against the blue sky. So beautiful. I was listening to a podcast where they do a pilgrimage every few days leading up to Easter, and then they go to an Easter service in a different cathedral in the UK, and their most recent one was Bath. I can imagine that's rather spectacular. This is the queue. Gosh, queue to go and see the Roman baths. Oh no. Wow. Just popped into David Clulo because my Loewe sunglasses were completely misshapen, and they're using heat to mould it back into shape. Hopefully this will work. I'm really intrigued by this. It's the Royal Mineral Water Hospital. As you'll have realised from recent videos, Charlie and I are very interested in water. I've got into my crystal water bottle and the Japanese scientist who discovered that music affects your water. So I'm very intrigued by a Royal Mineral Water Hospital. Of course, Bath is known for the mineral waters that come up warm and you can enjoy them in the Bath Spa. And this is a hospital for rheumatic diseases, or it once was at least.
I think we'll get one and we'll get
two. This is a lovely little shop called Vinegar Hill. I remember coming here with Freddie last year. Stumbled upon a cute little courtyard with some boutiques in it, and this Indian restaurant smells incredible. Yummy. We're nearly ready for lunch, but we're just doing a bit of a recce. Indian street food. Yum Arillo. So we found a really cute little street, and Charlie did a quick Google search for somewhere to have a spot at lunch. So we've decided on this place called Oak for lunch. Let's give it a try. Well, I think we found our kind of place. How lovely. Back in the car. I think it is just about to rain, but oh my goodness, that lunch spot was incredible. How did you find that place, darling?
My normal Google search is Condé Nast Traveller.
Right.
It's probably the only magazine worth buying nowadays. But it is a really good magazine, and the digital titles are really good. So if you're looking for a place to eat in a city, I'd always do that.
Right.
However, their version of Bath was a bit more street foodie.
Oh.
So that didn't work. Vogue also had a Bath article.
Yeah.
There wasn't anywhere on there that looked particularly good. So it was actually Time Out of all places.
Wow.
And it was obviously called Oak. It was a vegetarian restaurant. Initially I was a bit worried, but I just thought we'd go there and give it a go, that it was going to be a bit overpriced, but it was 30 quid a head in the end.
Wow.
Which is not insignificant amount, but we had 5.
Wine.
Yeah, you had a glass of wine, I had a coffee, and we had 5 sharing dishes that were like elite level. We don't feel like crazy full, we feel satisfied. But it was all, I think a lot of it is from their own veg patch as well.
Wow.
She said, didn't she?
Yeah.
And it was all seasonal, and also no meat, and it's quite nice to go meat free sometimes. We like that, don't we? So yeah, it was a winner.
So yeah, it was absolutely delicious. So highly recommend a visit to Oak Restaurant. It was also in a really cute little cobbled street, and we ran into Sed from Charnwood. We ran into his brother. So
Yeah,
very small world.
Yeah.
Very small world. I think if you want to eat at Oak for dinner, you need to book a couple of weeks in advance. We were very lucky.
I think even for lunch, we were very lucky, because I noticed when I went to book online, there was one table at 1:45, but we needed to get moving. But that's 1:45 now.
Yeah.
So I called up. So another thing that is always worth calling, and they're like, oh, we can squeeze you in for a table if you can be in and out within an hour. And I said, well, yeah, realistically we will be. So yeah, I would recommend booking in advance.
And a few people did get turned away at the door while we were there, so it's in demand. But anyway, we are heading home now, so I thought I would end the vlog here. Thank you for joining us for a lovely little Valentine's in Babington and a little whirlwind trip to Bath. So darlings, if you got to the end, do give it a thumbs up, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.